All right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. And guys, look, I dropped the physical media report on Monday, okay, but I film it on Sunday night, and even now, like I've started filming it on Saturday night. So I don't get a lot of the information that drops on Monday out to you guys anymore. So I thought I would make this supplemental video talking about the Shout Factory, Scream Factory announcements for the month of August. And there's some exciting stuff to talk about here, guys. There's some things that I am excited about. There's some things that I am not so excited about. There are some what the F Shout Factory titles that they announced. But we're going to get into all of it, guys, because I feel bad. You know, I put the physical media report out every single week, and I'll cover this stuff in next week's report. I got some things going on, guys, in my life. I'll shed some light on it at some point. I know a lot of people are just clicking on this to find out the announcements. They don't want to know my entire life story, but I'll make a video about it at some point for sure. But I can't do the film on Monday, put it out on Monday model anymore for the physical media report. So if something big happens though on Monday, I'll put out an extra video for the week to kind of elaborate on that. And I do Scream Factory announcements quite a bit. I do Arrow video announcements usually every single month, really. So this isn't really anything new. But look, guys, before we get into all of it, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the like button, and then comment down below if you're looking forward to any of this stuff that Scream Factory, Shout Factory dropped for the month of August. So, yeah, between Arrow Video and Shout Factory, like, my goodness, we've gotten a lot of stuff over the past week for sure. And like I said, I will cover this, briefly next Monday on the Physical Media Report as well. I just like to make these deep dive videos into everything that's been announced. But all right, let's start with Poltergeist 2, shall we? Let's start with Poltergeist 2. I think this one's interesting. Let me make this one a little bit bigger. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Maybe put myself at the top. Maybe put myself at the bottom. I never know where to put myself. This is like a thing for all my videos like this. So Poltergeist 2, The Other Side, is getting a collector's edition plus an exclusive poster. And this is up on the Scream Factory, Shout Factory website. And guys, look, it's $35.99. It's likely to be less on Amazon by the time it comes out. Now, when they first put it up for pre-order on Amazon, it'll probably say $39.99. Then as it gets closer, it'll drop in price. And I assume it'll probably go down to like $31 or $32 or something. So it'll be cheaper on Amazon for sure. And you're not going to have to pay shipping if you have Amazon Prime. But if you want the poster, for Poltergeist 2, which maybe you want the poster for Poltergeist 2, you're going to want to get this. So this does have, I think I heard somebody say that this didn't have a slipcover. It does have a slipcover on it. It is a collector's edition. Sorry, guys, my throat's already screwing up on me. It's failing me already. We got so much to go through. Let's see. Oh, it looks like we've got some features announced already. And I think I want to say that I don't have it. I don't own it, but I want to say Scream Factory has done a collector's edition of Poltergeist 2 in the past, and I believe the third one as well. So these special features are probably going to be the same special features that they put on that previous release, but this is going to be a new 4K restoration from the original camera negative. You got Dolby Vision, you got Dolby Atmos, audio commentaries. You got 2 audio commentaries, and then you got tons of interviews here, guys. Robbie's return, an interview with actor Oliver Robbins. You got the Spirit World, an interview with special effects designers Richard Edlund, sorry guys, Steve Johnson and Screaming Mad George. Ghosts of Geiger, a look at contributions of artist H.R. Geiger, featuring rare photos and illustrations, and an interview with friends and agent Les Barony. So, and then they're back, the making of Poltergeist 2. So I just have a regular Blu-ray of Poltergeist 2. I think it's probably a Warner Brothers Studio Blu-ray. So I'll probably end up getting this. I do like Poltergeist 2 a lot. I don't think it's as good as the original. I'll be honest, I'm a little annoyed that, and this is the same thing going back to like RoboCop 2. I'm a little annoyed they didn't do the third one as well. Just go and do the third one in 4K. That way I can complete the trilogy of Poltergeist films in 4K. But they're just doing at least look, at least they didn't do the remake of Poltergeist in 4K before they did Poltergeist 3. At least we have that to be thankful for, because the way that Scream Factory's been doing stuff this year, the remake of Carrie, the remake of Child's Play, we got the remake of RoboCop. They could have easily done the remake of Poltergeist. Like that would have been on brand for Scream Factory in 2024, I feel like. But yeah, this is it's a really solid horror film. I do like Poltergeist 2 a lot. And I think it's going to look gorgeous in 4K. Reverend Kane in 4K is going to be even creepier now, I believe. But yeah, that's all the options for Poltergeist 2. Let's go back out. Let's look at this Evil Dead 2013 Steelbook, which is really freaking awesome. Like the artwork on this, I'll be honest, like this is one of the 4Ks I was most disappointed with when it came out. Just because there wasn't any new features with this. I think they had both cuts on 4K. It was just one disc and they didn't have the Blu-ray for some reason. Like this was like one of the only 4K releases that Scream Factory put out without the Blu-ray. Like every single one of their releases, it's a standard. Like they'll do the Blu-ray with a 4K scan and then they'll do the 4K. For some reason with this one, it was just a 4K. It came in like my slipcover was damaged. My plastic was ripped. I was all disheveled when I got Evil Dead 2013 on 4K. But you know what? I do love this freaking movie. I really do. And I want to say I'll probably end up getting this. I don't think I'm going to pre-order it. I'll wait until maybe a sale later on down the line. I don't see this selling out. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, but I feel like I'll be able to get this, a couple months after it releases. And if I don't, I already have the movie on 4K. It doesn't really matter, but I do want this in my collection at some point for sure. It is a really sweet looking steelbook. And if you pre-order it on Scream Factory website, you do get a poster as well, which looks really awesome. Yeah, we got some interior artwork right there and just the full design. Yeah, really cool steelbook. But it's the same, edition that they put out a couple of years ago, back in 2022, with both of the cuts, remastered in 4K. So really cool release right here of the Evil Dead 2013 steelbook. Let's go back to Pee-wee's Playhouse, because I think it was last month they announced that they had the rights to Pee-wee's Playhouse, but I somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. I think they've done like a Pee-wee's Playhouse set before. Maybe they haven't, but yeah, I mean this is cool. This is really cool. They got the whole set right here. They got the lobby cards and they got the pin set for Pee-wee's Playhouse and everything. This is $179.99. Jeez Louise. But look at that, guys. I remember Pee-wee's Playhouse. I didn't watch it a ton. But I do remember the show for sure. But yeah, they're just kind of showing you all the different pins and everything. Kind of strange that it doesn't have like a slip box or some kind of box set deal going on. They got the pins and they got the lobby cards, but they don't have a box set. Like that's a little strange. And then you got some special features here. You got a couple of audio commentaries. I don't know how many episodes this is going to have on it. This is going to be an 8-disc set, 18.4 hours. So I would have to assume that this is going to have every single episode of Pee-wee's Playhouse that ran from 1986 to 1990. Somebody definitely needs to do Pee-wee's Big Adventure on 4K. Like somebody needs to do that. Who has the rights to that to put it out? Because that needs to get put out like right away. But yeah, really cool set. But somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Like I feel like maybe they did a DVD set at some point. I think maybe they did a DVD set. So this will be upgrading it to Blu-ray. So that's definitely cool. Anytime you get a TV show on Blu-ray, like that's definitely something to celebrate, I think. So let me know if you're excited for Pete. Like I said, these announcements are all over the place. We're talking Evil Dead 2013, going back to Pee-wee's Playhouse, and now we're going to The Last Unicorn on 4K, which I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know what the hell this is. I really don't. It's some kind of animated film. I have never heard of The Last Unicorn ever. Not one time in my life have I heard anybody mention The Last Unicorn. Never has that come up in any conversation. And I've been in this movie community now, on YouTube and Instagram for going on 8 years, when I created my first account. I've never heard anybody mention or talk about or post about or show off or say anything about The Last Unicorn. Never. ever have I seen anything about this movie before, but it's coming out on 4K. Okay, and I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of people in the comment section that's like, Ken, you haven't seen The Last Unicorn. Why do you have a movie channel? Like, this is a staple of my childhood. I'm sure there's gonna be those people. But this is a new 4K transfer of the 35 millimeter interpositive presented in Dolby Vision, HDR10 compatible. Let's see, new 4K transfer of the 35. I already said that. Geez, new profile of Peter S. Beagle. So is this live action? Is this live action or is this like a cartoon? Because I just don't know. I feel like I need to look this movie up real quick and see if there's any images. Bear with me, guys. The Last Unicorn, 1982 film. All right, so it looks like it's an animated film. Um, and look, animation looks great in 4K. I think it's cool that they're doing an animated film in 4K, but I just don't know too much about this movie. But it looks like it has, a new special feature and it's a new 4K transfer. So cool. 2 disc set as well. Let's go ahead and back out, get into some other stuff. We do have Pee-wee's Playhouse standalone. If you don't want the bundle, you can just get this set right here for $79.99. And I haven't been saying off all the release dates, guys. I know there's release dates for all these as well. This comes out August the 27th. I'll I'll sound off on the release dates when I do the physical media report. But let's scroll over. Let's get into the Bill and Ted stuff. Well, I guess we can show off this Hackers. They're putting the Hackers Steelbook back in stock, which was a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook. That's $39.99 a pre-order. And then it looks like they also have, I should probably just click on this, guys. It looks like they also have the Dragon Hearts 4K Steelbook, which was a Walmart exclusive. So that's going to be on the Scream Factory Shout Factory website for $35.99. Really great Steelbook. And that transfer, I did watch it. Looks great. It looks great on 4K. It really does. Which nobody ever really questions the work that Shout Scream does on their 4Ks and their Blu-rays. Like they do outstanding work. They really do. But let's talk about Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. So they do have Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey right here coming out on 4K, $35.99. That comes out on August the 6th. And they did do Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure a couple of years ago on 4K. And a lot of people are like, where's Bogus Journey? Because I believe that both of them were like in a double pack. I think I have it. I think I got it from Walmart for like $10 back in the day. They did both of them in a double pack. So people were like, well, why are you just putting out one and not the other one? And I guess they were waiting for this moment, guys, to price gouge you and put them all three out in a box set, which we'll get to in a second. But this is a new 4K scan of the original 35 millimeter camera negative. Let's see. And then you got a lot of special features, I imagine, were on previous releases. But look, guys, I'm getting ready to get controversial here. I'm not a huge Bill and Ted guy to begin with. I like the movies. Okay. I did not grow up with them like everybody else. I discovered them later on in life. When it comes to Keanu Reeves, like I was a Speed fan. Like that's the Keanu movie that I grew up with and loved. And I didn't check out the Bill and Ted movies till way later. So, but what I will say is I like Bogus Journey the best. I think it's the best Bill and Ted movie. I love William Sadler as, the undead, whoever he's, but Death, I guess is what you call him. I think he's great in the movie. I just think it's a really fun, like unique and creative movie. So I like Bogus Journey a little bit more than Excellent Adventure. And they're both the original two are definitely both better than the new one. But yeah, this comes out on August 6th, guys. All the same features that came before. But trying to scroll down and see if we can find the standalone. Because I thought Face the Music had a standalone 4K, but I'm not seeing it anywhere. So let's just dive into this box set, guys. This is a nice, juicy box set from Scream Factory of Bill and Ted, the Bill and Ted Most Triumphant Trilogy. And I'll be honest, this is some really cool artwork. I dig the artwork. I think it's really awesome. This thing is going to be going for $85.99, which is a little pricey for my taste for sure, especially not being a huge fan of the franchise. But like, if you love Bill and Ted, like you got to get this. Like this is the ultimate Bill and Ted box set right here. And I don't know exactly what kind of material they're going to make this out of. I'm hoping that this is. I didn't get the Ring box set. but I'm sure it's going to be comparable to that. I don't know what the material was they used to make that box set. I'm hoping it's not a Halloween 1995 through 2002 box set, which was very flimsy. I'm hoping this is more like the Fly box set, the Omen box set, all the other hard box sets that came before it. So if you got the Ring set, let me know, because I don't feel like I ever really got a good look at that as to what material that was made out of. But Bill and Ted's Most Triumphant Trilogy, guys, this will include Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure in 4K with Dolby Vision. Then you got Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey on 4K, 35 millimeter camera negative presented in Dolby Vision. And then you got Bill and Ted Face the Music in 4K, which I feel like Face the Music got a 4K when it first came out. Am I wrong? I feel like it did. I could be wrong though. Maybe it was just a Blu-ray that I got when it came out. Then you got a new 4K remaster of Bill and Ted's Face the Music from the Digital Intermediate, presented in Dolby Vision. And that movie, I remember watching that in the pandemic, and that movie was just kind of a train wreck. It was it was all over the place, and it was just sad to see like Keanu and Alex Winter in those roles. I just don't feel like they settled back into those roles in a believable way. It kind of reminded me a lot of Dumb and Dumber 2, if I'm being honest. But disc 4, you got Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure on Blu-ray. I imagine with a 4K scan, Bill and Ted Bogus Journey Blu-ray, Bill and Ted Face the Music Blu-ray. And I'm trying to see if there's any new special features with Bill and Ted Face the Music. And maybe they just haven't announced them yet, but like, that was put out from a studio when it first came out. So I would think that they would want to do a few new special features, to sell this box set a little bit more, but maybe not. But yeah, guys, are you all in on the Bill and Ted's Most Triumphant Trilogy on 4K? Let me know in the comment section below. Let's go back out, and we got Death to Smoochie, guys. Look at this. Some cool Blu-ray releases this month. Death to Smoochie for $27.99 if you want to pre-order this. I get upset, guys. I get upset when I see cool, covers like this and cool movies coming to Blu-ray, and they don't have slipcovers. I'm a simple man. I like my slipcovers on my collector's edition, and they're not advertising this as a collector's edition. I get that, but it's like, come on, guys. How much would it cost you to just put a little slip action on there? You're already charging us $27.99 for the damn release. But Death to Smoochie is a movie I've seen once. I remember liking back in the day. I would definitely look forward to rewatching this one for sure. It's definitely it's a different kind of Robin Williams role for sure. Like, it was in the era where he was doing the more dark movies, dark comedies and stuff, like 1 Hour Photo and, Death to Smoochie. He just Insomnia. Like, he was just doing darker stuff around this time. And Death to Smoochie kind of fit it wasn't as dark as 1 Hour Photo, but it definitely fit in that genre that he was putting out a lot of films for around that time. But it's a good movie, and I'm glad it's getting a collector's edition. I don't know if it has a Blu-ray or not. This might be the first time to Blu-ray, but I'm not seeing any special features or anything like that. Maybe they'll announce those a little bit later. But yeah, Death to Smoochie coming to Blu-ray from Shout Factory. And let's see, we got Dragon Keeper. I don't know what that is. Well, let's talk about Observe and Reports. Observe and Reports. I'll be honest. I can't remember if I saw this or not. I really can't. I remember it coming out. Like, it came out. I think it came out around the same time Paul Blart did. And I was like, what's with all these like security guard, like mall security guard movies coming out at once? And this was the one with Seth Rogen. He was fresh off of Knocked Up and Super Bad, and he was at the height of his powers at this point in time. And then he did Observe and Report. I feel like I watched it, but I just don't remember anything about it. So I would be curious to check this one out again and see if it holds up at all. I don't know if I'm going to pay $27.99 for it. And I also don't know if it ever got a Blu-ray either. I feel like I might have had it on DVD at some point. I just can't remember. I can't remember anything about this movie other than Seth Rogen was in it, and it had the same premise as Paul Blart Mall Cop. So let me know if this one's any good, guys, if it's worth getting, if it's a hidden gem in the comments section below. But yeah, they're putting that out, and that comes out on August the 13th. So a lot of different types of movies coming out this month, guys. You got your comedies, you got your adventure films, you got your Pee-wee, you got your horror films. Like, they did it up big. They did it up big this month. Oh, there's one more that I haven't even talked about. They got the Delta Force, guys. They got a Chuck. We got more Chuck Norris on 4K. We got Vinegar Syndrome fresh off of Invasion USA on 4K. And now you got Shout Factory putting out the Delta Force with Chuck Norris and Lee Marvin. Really cool. I have not seen the Delta Force. I'll be honest. I have not seen it, but I would definitely be curious to check it out. And this is going for $32.99. Comes out on August the 13th. And yeah, I'll definitely pick this one up at some point. I hope that, again, I hope it gets a slipcover, but it doesn't look like it is from the images of the Delta Force. But we have a new 4K restoration from the original camera negative, presented in Dolby Vision, HDR10, and I'm sure this movie's going to look fantastic. And then you got DTS HD Master Audio 2.0 stereo and 5.1 surround. And then you got a Blu-ray with a 4K scan as well. And the special features don't look like they've been announced yet. I don't think that Shout Factory has done this one before. I think this is a new to Shout Factory edition. But yeah, I'm loving the Chuck Norris love. I need to check out some more Chuck Norris myself between Invasion USA and the Delta Force. And I would love it if somebody would put out Silent Rage on 4K. That's an underrated Chuck Norris movie for sure. But the Delta Force on 4K, guys, are you going to check this one out? Let me know in the comment section below. And that's it, guys. We're at the end. I don't see anything else new. There is Fear City and Darkness. I've talked about those on the Physical Media Report, but those were Shout exclusives they put out recently. But we've got Poltergeist, we've got Evil Dead, we've got Delta Force, we've got Observe and Report, we've got Death to Smoochie, Pee-wee's Playhouse, Bill and Ted. Like, it is a stacked month. I will say it's a stacked month. I'm not like super excited for any of these really. I do want Poltergeist 2, and I probably do want that Evil Dead steelbook at some point. Maybe Observe and Report and Death to Smoochie. But I'm like I said, I'm just not a huge Bill and Ted fan. But I know there's a ton of people that are. So I think this is probably one of the better months for Scream Factory, Shout Factory in 2024. It probably will be for most people. But let me know in the comment section below, guys. Sound off. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your opinions on the Scream Factory, Shout Factory announcements for the month of August. Turn on those bell notifications for all future videos. Subscribe, like, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you next time.